Hey guys, welcome back. It's John Cortese here from CTS Strength Conditioning here in Napa, California. And today's video is basically revolving around a very touchy subject, an interesting one to me personally, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But it's about training through an injury and what to do if and when you acquire an injury or you get hurt, practicing your sport. So basically, if you play a sport long enough, you train hard enough, eventually you're gonna, when you push your body to the limit, you'll probably acquire some sort of nagging pain or maybe an overuse injury. Contact sports, or any sport for that matter, the nature of the game, especially if it's competitive, chances are if you play, like I said, long enough, you will eventually get an injury. That might be a sprained ankle. You fall wrong and you tweak your knee, you injure your back. I've seen just about every injury there is as far as sports injuries go. And also sometimes accidents happen. You can fall down a stair, you can trip and fall walking on the street, anything really. So again, the reason why I'm making this video today is because I want to address this topic and stress the importance of training around injuries. Okay, so if someone were to ask me, should you train when you're injured or hurt, I always say yes. Reason why: if you stop training all of a sudden, like let's say you've been training for 6 months, and all of a sudden I'll just say you injure your ankle and you're in crutches for 8 weeks. Most people on average, I would say, on average, would stop training, and they would say, well, I can't because look at my foot, I can't train. What am I supposed to do? Well, luckily you still have 2 arms and you have another leg. So I always tell our athletes and their parents and our clients that if you get hurt, find a way. Do not take time off, because it's so much harder to get back into the swing of things if you take even like 2 to 3 weeks off completely. And I do value rest and I do value active recovery, but at the same time, if you are serious about becoming a better athlete and you want to build these strength and speed qualities, they take years to develop, like legitimate, real speed and power and strength. It doesn't just happen overnight. And so when you get injured, it's going to happen, like I said, but you need to, again, find a way and always be proactive about your recovery. So even like if somebody tweaks their back, I would have them do things that they are capable of doing without aggravating the injury anymore. They can still walk, they can still drag sleds probably, they can still do reverse hyperextensions and planks, they can still do band work, they can still do light dumbbell stuff, upper body pressing, without loading the spine. And the good thing about having a coach there is that's what they're supposed to do. As a trainer and a coach, it's our job to work around injuries. We see them all the time, especially with athletes. That's just the nature of the game. You have to be able to work on the fly, and you have to be able to adjust accordingly. So again, if you get hurt, and even if you're a weightlifter, let's say, and you injure your shoulder, or you do something where you can't put the bar over your head, you can still squat, you can probably still do pulls from the floor, but you cannot stop training. Because like I said, if you try to come back after 2, 3, 4 weeks off, you'll probably have to start over. And it's very frustrating as an athlete to have made all that progress. You're going here, and all of a sudden you stop, and then there you go. Now you have to start all back over again. Okay? So my recommendation, if you get hurt or injured when you're playing a sport or you're training simultaneously, don't stop training. Find a way, be proactive about your recovery, and be smart about the exercises you pick. Okay? You don't want to aggravate the injury so that you don't allow it to heal. And obviously, if there are strict orders from a doctor or a surgeon or whatever, that's one thing. Obviously we can't do anything with the affected area, but you can still, like I said, work around the injury and again be proactive, and it'll help speed up the healing process too. Okay, so that's it, guys. John Cortese, CTS Strength Conditioning, Napa, California. If you have any other questions regarding your training, just feel free to drop me a comment below, shoot us an email, and as always, be sure to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. And have a good day, guys. See you later.